Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle McGraw from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is a channel about my cross stitching. So, thank you to all of returning viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your comments, all of your likes, all of your subscribes. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I read all of the comments and I appreciate them. I've had 2 viewers help me so much. So if you are a returning viewer, you will notice I have learned how to film horizontally. Yes, I did not realize because I watch Flosstube on my iPad. If I turn the iPad, it turns the screen. And so I never noticed that if you are watching it on a computer, it does not turn on the computer. Duh, right? Yeah. Also, Java Girl Stitches nicely told me that I could change the thumbnail, which I didn't know that because that's not an option on the app. So, although they only give you 3 choices, and without a doubt, my 3 choices will be like my eyes closed or I'm doing something weird, whatever. So it is what it is. I kind of thought maybe that needs to be my thing. Like the weirdest thumbnail that I can pick is the one that I should always pick. I don't know. It'll be a thing. Who knows? Okay, so I am coming to you today on a Monday. Today has not been my day. So my plans have totally gone awry. I had several things I had to do. I had to cancel an appointment for Wednesday because we have a funeral to go to on Wednesday for a family friend of ours whose father-in-law died. And so we have to go to that. And I had a doctor's appointment and I can't be in 2 places at one time. So I had to cancel that. I had to send flowers. I had to go to the bank and wire some money for some equipment that we bought in our business. I went to my mom's house to pick up some stitching that I had washed and pressed. And then my husband calls me and says, oh yeah, the wiring instructions that they gave us that we printed out from the auction company, they're wrong. They left off a 0 for the bank account. So they called him and all of the payments were being returned, thankfully. But so I had to go back to the bank and fix my wire transfer. So yeah, nobody likes to go to the bank 2 times in a day. Certainly not me. So yes, and then I ran down to Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 45 minutes from my house. Not awful. If you live anywhere around the Charlotte area, you know that 45 minutes is not a big deal. So I ran down there and I took a present that's going to be framed, and I took my Winterfell Country Magic Stitchers project that I did down there to get framed. I did some shopping, so I have some haul. I have a couple of things that I've worked on, but normally I don't have this much haul, but a lot of things that I ordered all came in at the same time. So I was like, you know what? I think I have enough for a video. I'm going to do a video on Monday. Why not, right? So let's start off with haul first, and I'll go through all of that because it's a lot, even though it really shouldn't be a lot. So I have not even opened up these, and I will link the Etsy shop that I bought them from down in the comments. So don't worry, you don't have to write it down right now. I will link them because I love Etsy sellers. Let's just get rid of that paper. And so I love homemade stuff, and I really want to support those people. So one of my bags that I got was Stranger Things, and this is from SoMuchToLove.com, or I think she's on Etsy. I don't think she has a website. I think it's just Etsy, but I'll look at that. But you could, it's so like SEW muchtolove.com, and it is the Stranger Things pattern. And if you can see all of the stuff from, if you're a Stranger Things fan, all of the things that are so fantastic. And I loved the little rickrack. I just loved everything about this bag. The inside is Egos. I had no idea. I did not know that. This bag is not a vinyl front bag, but it is a big bottom. it's amazing. It's really well made. So I love this. And I bought another one from the same company. I kept these on my table and I was so excited to do a floss tube so I can use them because I really want to make sure that I credit people when they do this. So let me just, ouch, let me see what this is. Okay. So I also got Santa's Hen Party pattern, and this is all so prettily wrapped. Like it has twine on it. It's so nice. Okay, so she has, this is her little card, and she tells you about the bags. So love that. Okay, let me show you the next bag. This is the Wizard of Oz print. This is the back. This is the front. I love the yellow rickrack. Look at all of them. I love the witch and Toto and the lion. I love this. So let's see what the fabric on the inside is. And it is stars. I actually really like that on the inside because it's light, so you'll be able to find stuff, because there'll always be a floss that like gets to the bottom of the bag and I'll be like, oh man. Okay, so those are 2 bags that I got. Okay, this is, I got my Floss Fix Club from Fat Quarter Shop. And that one has, this is the September Club, so it's all greens. So love that. I also got the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery is releasing some patterns that they had in previous magazines. So this one is Trick or Treat Pals. And I love the little witch and the werewolf. It's so good. So I've been snatching those up and I'm so excited to see more come out because I love them. Okay, so today when I went down to Rock Hill, I was able to pick up a couple things. Okay, so I got black and white beads in different sizes, Mill Hill beads. That is not very exciting, except that I don't like to do French knots, so I like to have beads. And I actually bought these for my to-go bag so that I would have them in it. So if I'm on the go, I would have them. And I have a bead holder. I also got this cute little, it's to help measure your fabric on where to start. And it has a 1 inch, you probably can't see it. I don't think you're not gonna be able to see. There's holes for 1 inch, 2 inch, and the edge of this would be 3 inch. So you can make sure you're starting on the right side because I don't start in the middle of my fabric. So that helps you make sure that you have left enough border. And I always try to leave 3 inches, if not 4, if I know that it's going to be a professionally framed project. Not everything is, so you don't need that. I always like to give extra than less, if that makes sense. So today I picked up the Picture This Plus Kermit fabric. And this actually I think is used in one of the patterns that I recently bought, which is why I bought it, but it's a fabulous color. I got some fuzzy thread in white, and this is sparkly, so I wanted to use it in some Santa beards, so I really liked that. And I got Little House Needleworks. This is called Needleworker. And, oh, wait a minute, let me show it that way. And it does come with the floss. I need to tilt my head this way so I can make sure that you're seeing it. Is it upside down? Oh, that's awful. That's, okay, so Needleworker. And I got Give Thanks. This is Rovaris. I don't really know this company, but it's a really great pattern. So I really liked that. I've never had one of theirs. Jolly Jack from All Through the Night. Is that it? Yeah. I got from Teressa Kogurt, I think is how you say her name, and I probably just murdered it. I'm so sorry, but this is called Moondance. And of course, it's Halloween, and I love everything Halloween. And then I got some square dance from Heart in Hand. So I got January, February, March. And then I got April, May, June. And then I got July, August, September. So I haven't had any of those. I got Snowy from Beez Folk Art, Snowy 9 patch. Now this was a series. I only got this one because I liked this one, because it said snowballs 5 cents. I think that's so cute. I'm not a huge snowman person, but I liked that one. So also from Teressa, Kogurt, yeah. Santa Angel. I thought this was really pretty. And I had to look to make sure that this was a cross stitch kit, because I thought maybe it was punch art, but it's not. It's cross stitch. From Layla Stitchers, The Bee Comes. And I liked that one. I have had this one in my cart numerous times, and I've taken it out and put it back in and put it, yeah. So this is Heart in Hand, Needle and Thread. And I liked that one too. And Silver Creek Samplers Autumn Harvest. It's finished in a drum finish. I'm actually not going to finish it in the drum. And there's like a house detail that you can't see on the front of the pattern. So I'm gonna finish it long ways. I'm not gonna do it into a drum, I don't think, but it's really pretty. Okay, and then the next one is from Tiny Modernist, and it's Santa's House. And this was a Sal, I think, last year. And I got the rooms as well. So first room is dining room. The second room is the kitchen. 3 is the workshop. 4 is the study. And number 5 is Santa's room. So I loved that. And I'm going to talk about some Sals, and I think I officially am addicted to Sals. Like, I think it's fabulous. I don't necessarily feel the need to like be right on time in starting. I don't have any problem with starting them late. Actually, it's kind of good because I get to see what everybody's idea is. So I kind of like that. So I also got 2 bags, and these are huge. So let me tell you who it is. I will link it down into the show notes. This is KreativeCarolDesigns with a K. Creative, hold on, I had an alert. KreativeCarolDesigns, and these are her bags that I got. So I got a winter one. This is a double-sided bag. If you can see how big this is compared to my head, it is huge. So it has nice shoulder straps. I love this. I am so excited because I can fit a big project in here, and I think I'm actually going to, because I can get a hook on the side of my IKEA cart and like put my bigger projects that aren't quite fitting in my bigger bags better. So I'm loving this. That was the Santa print. And then I also got it in a Mickey Mouse print. This is I think it's Mickey in Paris or something like that, I think is what it's called. But it is adorable. And these are so well made. I love that I could put 2 projects in one bag. And I can take that on the go if I want to. So I love, 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 love that. Okay. I've got some fabric, which came from StitcheryXpress, like X with an X press. I'll put it in the show notes. So the first one I got is some great Americana fabric, and I am loving that. The next one I got is some bee print. Some high, I guess it's, hold on. Berkshire Hive is what it's called. I should probably read the names on them. I think most of these are from Fabric Flare, but they are sold through StitcheryXpress. So this one is called blood reed, and it looks like text, but then it's spots of blood. If you can see that, it's splattered. And it's not dark, it's faded. So like, as you can see, like it's random. I love this for some haunted stuff. This would be great for the Witchy Stitcher Universal Monster Sal. This would be a great fabric for that. I didn't use it because I didn't have it, but it would be great. This one is called, let me see, Fairy Dust Blue. And then this one is Spiders on Parchment. I have mixed feelings about this one. I don't like spiders. And these look really realistic now that I got them. Yeah. But it's really pretty fabric. Just have a little issue. Like I said, I normally don't have this much haul in one day, or one floss tube. It all came in at the same time. Purple Smudge Land. And this is really, really pretty. I don't know if it's showing up on there as pretty. This one is Smudge Landscape, and I actually think I bought this to do the Universal Monster Sal in black and white. There is a release of that as an extra, and I really liked it. I love the way it looks in black and white because it's all old horror movies. And I actually want to restitch it when I'm done with the color version into black and white as well, because it's so pretty. And I'm not really sure which one I like the most. They are so good. She released a bunch of extras. So like extra things for the rooms. She released like a tree going up the side. That Universal Monster Sal is fantastic. And there is a group on Facebook and everybody posts their pictures, and there's so many customizations that people have done, and they've been really nice and shared the customers' customizations with the Facebook group. So some of them have patterned it up as well. It's amazing. It's amazing. So well worth the money. She's fantastic. My next one is Purple Goblin. This reads as blue. It does have some purple in it, but it reads as blue. And this is Mashup. So this one has a very different look. Like, this is really dark. It is reading correctly on screen. I had to look. So it does look like it goes from purple to green. And if you look at this side, it goes to dark. So I am not one that buys fabric for just a project. I have a filing cabinet that I file it per color. And then when I have a project, I go out there and kit it up and I choose what fabric I want. Probably that one that I'm gonna do, the Universal Monster Sal in black and white, is the only one that I've bought actual fabric for, because I have a lot of fabric. I'm a little bit addicted to fabric. So just so you know. This is all Aida, by the way. I'm an Aida stitcher, and it's what I enjoy, it's what I like. And so I love all of these custom ones. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this in two, I'm gonna flip it around because it's fabulous. Speckled Hen. It is so pretty. So, and it does say on here that it is fabric flare for StitcheryXpress. So I'm assuming that this may be something very limited, just they do that pattern there. So it is worth it to look around. Okay, I have done everything on my haul except I ordered a Disney Princess cross stitch book from Amazon. This is on Amazon. And I love the princesses. They were so cute. And then I ordered do-it-yourself Stitch People. And I really wish I could show you. Let me see if I can find a picture that's not a pattern. It has dogs. It has cats. It has families. It has hair. It has size variations for if you do kids versus adults, beards, no beards, whatever you want. I mean, it can walk you through doing all kinds of people. This was a little pricey, but this has so much in it. So like these are some pictures in the back of the book. You can do all different kinds of people. And I really loved this for doing like any kind of customization that I wanted to. Like the Universal Monster Sal has done some customized people on it. Other people have done, not me. But I thought that that would be a great way to add in some people or add in some, I mean, they give you like hints on floss color recommendations for skin tone. So if you're trying to achieve a different kind of skin tone, which would be great. Or hair, light brown to dirty blonde with yellow undertones, you would use a certain one, and it lists it all out. It is so good. So well worth the money. Once again, it was on Amazon, and it's called Do It Yourself Stitch People 2nd Edition. It is ring bound, and you can always try to find a used one on Amazon. I don't know if that one was used previously or not. It looks brand new. I might have ordered a used one though, because I don't know if that option is available. Okay, so I'm also going to share some stitchy kindness that I got. And so just so you know, this is the first stitchy kindness I got, and it is so nice. So thank you, Lisa Martin, for your stitchy kindness. And she sent some patterns for me to stitch or to pass them on. And I'm going to do just that. There is one that I have been wanting and haven't stitched it, and so I'm going to stitch it, and the rest I'm going to pass on to you. And she also sent a beautiful scissors fob as well. I don't know if I can show this on camera as well. If I had something behind, there we go. It is so pretty. Okay, and she sent Here a Peep, There a Peep. She sent Little House Needleworks, No Place Like Home. And this is All Dolled Up by Little House Needleworks Hen Party. And this is actually the one I want to stitch. I've actually had this on my wish list and don't have this. So I'm very excited about that. Little Red Barn by Little House Needleworks. And these come in, I think there's 9 of these. She sent a couple of them, and I will go ahead and tell you, the ones that she sent, I think make fantastic individual ornaments. Like that is a great, just by itself ornament. Or you can use it as a set too. I love Grandpa's Pickup. Like that one would look fabulous on a Christmas tree. I just love that. So I will be sending those as giveaways in upcoming, and thank you once again for Lisa Martin. And that was such a surprise and so nice. And so I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you for that. Okay, so I did 2 fabric ice dyes. So I have been wanting to dye my own fabric and just give it a try. I love to do different things, and ice dyeing is relatively easy. You wet your fabric, you ball it up, you put some ice on it, and you put the powdered dye on top of it, you let it melt, and then you rinse it out, and you got fabulous. So I did this yesterday. The first one I used a little bit of orange, purple, gray, and black. And this is my result. And this is just, I started off with white Ada, and this was an old piece. It may be a scrap. I'm not sure. It was in my stash. I very rarely stitch on just white fabric, so this was a great way to play. I loved the result. I actually think that some white skeletons would look really good on this fabric. I don't know. That's just what I saw when I saw it. The next one I used, I got tan, orange, and purple. The tan was on sale on clearance at Hobby Lobby for 37 cents. And I was shopping with my girlfriend, and she's like, oh, I don't know if you want tan. And I was like, 37 cents, we'll try it. I think the colors are fabulous. I love this one. It came out with a little green, which I thought it's a green tint to it. It's beautiful. This will go probably as another Halloween one. I can probably use black on this. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to put it on there and see. But I loved the results. That was really fun to play with. So I had a good time with that. Okay. I will show you, I only have one previous finish to show you this time. And these are ones that are off my cross stitch board. So Right now I have showed you all of the ones that my cross stitch board is boards, plural, that are currently hanging up. I'm going to switch these out actually after the video, so I want to show you these. So these are a set of 4 as always, and I just have these in cheap little frames. So you get those at the craft store, nothing fancy. I do the project, I cut them out, I put no stop fray around the edges so you could take them apart and take them out of the frame very, very easily. Very easy. So once again, these are, let me put it back in the frame so I can show you. These are some old patterns and they were all in one book. And I don't have the book. My mom actually has the book. I think she still has the book, or maybe my sister has it. I'm not sure. But there's a potted plant in a brick. These are all kind of summery things and some vegetables and a beehive and some birds in a water fountain, in a bird bath, I guess I could say. So those are going to be coming down and I'm going to replace those with falls this week. So I will be showing you my fall ones soon. Okay, so my other finishes that I have, which I haven't been able to show you yet, I have not fully finished them. These were being pressed and washed. This is a Halloween one that I did a while back. I have more of these patterns, but I just haven't gotten back to them, and I'm gonna finish it as an ornament or a flat fold. I'm not sure which. This is an old one that I had. Once again, it was out of a book. I'm not sure what book it is, but it's a little barn with a chicken on it. It's so cute. I'm gonna actually probably make that into an ornament. This is another old one that I found in my stash that my mom and I washed, which is a fish of some sort. It was out of one of those like 50 motif design books years and years ago. I have some whales and I have some fishing motif that I put up on my boards. So it's done. I'm gonna finish it. This one I'm gonna make into a flat fold or an ornament, and it's old as well. It is cornucopia. I've had it for a long time. I actually had another piece, hold on, that I did thinking that I would put up with the cornucopia for Thanksgiving, which is like the Mayflower. I don't know that that's really the Mayflower, but that's what I called it. This was out of a book as well. I don't remember the book, but what I realized was, and I don't know if you can see this on camera. Yeah, there. They are 2 different colors of fiddler's cloth. So this is light, this is dirty fiddler's cloth. Yeah. So, I'm gonna make those into ornaments or flat folds for Thanksgiving and at least be able to use them. I have showed this before, but it's stretched and cleaned, ready to be done. And that is my Prairie Schooler Tree Farm ornament. That will be done this week. Once again, I have showed Mooey Christmas. That is pressed and ready to go as well. And I've showed Oh My Gourd before from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I think I want to do this a flat fold. I was going to do it as a cube, but I think I really want to do it as a flat fold. We'll see. And then this one I've showed before is Happy Birthday Jesus. It's cleaned and pressed as well, so it's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to show you these 2 and then I'll explain the other one. These 2 I'm actually very, very, very disappointed with. When we washed it, it was not the colors that ran, but it's the material that ran on the colors. So the snowman is a little more muted now. It doesn't look awful, but it was a lot brighter before. And it just makes me even more mad that I didn't like these patterns anyhow. They're beautiful. They're fantastic, but I did not like stitching on this fabric. It was very hard to see on, if you can see all that sparkle, and it's dark fabric to begin with. So it just was really hard to stitch. It probably was the first project that I brought out reading glasses to use because I was on the struggle bus big time. I'm just not happy that I really do think the fabric bled onto this because this fabric was dark and we did everything we could to get it out, and this is what I'm end up with. I'm gonna make it into an ornament, put on my Christmas tree, I'm done. So this is the next one. That's the Santa. And it's showing up brighter on camera than it really is. I'm sure to my eye, this looks bad, and it probably doesn't look bad to anybody else, but I knew how bright his beard was before, and now it's muted. So my advice is, if you get dark fabric, pre-wash it first. Throw it through your washing machine. Well, okay, maybe you shouldn't listen to me. This is what I do. If it ruins it, I'm like, well, I don't want to stitch on it anyhow. But I will throw it through my washing machine in cold water and in gentle cycle, and I will put some color catchers. And if I go out there and the color catchers have a lot of color on it, I will redo that process again. I will take it out and I will hang it up on a pant hanger and just let it hang in my house to dry. It doesn't take long to dry. The Aida fabric dries very fast. Every Aida that I've ever found dries very fast. I would assume it dries on other material. I don't know if you can wash linen because I don't stitch on linen. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows better than me. If I get really dark fabric and I know that it's something I want to wash, then I pre-wash it. I will say I have had some Aida that I washed, made sure I got all the color out, that, you know, I wasn't going to get any more color out, and the holes do close up a little bit. So maybe it was 14 count, and then I think maybe it went to a 16 count. It didn't really bother me, but that is, I mean, there is some shrinking involved. So, but if you had a question about it and you think, a lot of people don't wash their stuff, so it's not an issue for them, and it's in it, and you'd be fine. Once again, not happy with Santa's beard. Yeah, it looks way better on camera. That's a first, right? Okay, so this next piece is one that I've had, and this is actually unusual. So this is actually, I don't think you're gonna be able to see, this is actually embroidery. So, and back stitching. So what I did was I took a scrap piece of fabric that I had in my stash, and I took a photopolymer stamp, like crafting stamp, and I stamped it on my fabric. Like I said, this was a scrap. I had to play with it. And I stamped it on my fabric, and then I stitched around it. Now, I wanted something that was little, that I could see if I liked the result. I wanted something that I could stitch in all black for the first time, so I didn't have to change color. And this was a silhouette stamp, and then I embroidered it. And this, everything, I literally followed my stamp line. I didn't have any problems. I am, you know, the hair, you can feel it. It's embroidered on there. I actually think it turned out really cute. And I just had it on my desk playing with it. And I'm going to make it into an ornament because, well, it's cute. So you can do a lot of different things with cross stitch. I don't know that that would work on every single fabric. But it wasn't hard to do. Like I think that would be considered, like the hair and stuff would be considered satin stitches. I think that's an embroidery stitch. Technically cross stitch is an embroidery stitch. So, if you ever saw like a rubber stamp that you really, really liked and you wanted to make it into an ornament, you really can. I would definitely, stamp with some good ink and know that you have to cover up your lines. I'm sure that there's a better embroidery way to do this, but I'm a paper crafter and I had ink and I had stamps. The artwork is already there. And I gave it a shot and I think it's adorable. So I'm gonna make that into an ornament. Okay, so I did previous finishes. Those aren't fully finished, but they're finishes, and some of them I shared before, some of them I didn't. Okay, so whips. Okay, I have a lot to show you, but just a little bit of progress. So this weekend I went to Raleigh, and my girlfriends live up there, and I did a quick trip on Friday, and we went to go see It Part 2. On Friday, me and my girlfriend did, and then we went on Saturday to work a paper crafting consignment sale with our other friends. So it was a quick trip, but it was really nice because I get to see the girls, and that's fun. And but it didn't leave me much stitching time, and but I got a couple things done. So, or couple progress on anything. I don't have any finishes from this week. So this is Scared Silly from Birds of a Feather. And I finished the cat. I finished the dates. I have to fill them in. I changed the date to 10/31/2019 since that's when I'm doing it. So that one is really, really cute. So I want to finish like what's in my hoop, fully finish it, and then I'll move my hoop down so I don't have to go back and forth. I worked a little bit on my Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And not much, but I got a little bit more progress. This one is done on 16 count Ada, and I'm just trying to see if I like 16 count or 14 count. Sorry, telemarketers are now calling. So that's a little bit of progress on that one. Let's see here. I've got, oh, okay. So I kitted up a Letters from Hogwarts Stitch Your Own Adventure. This is a Sal, and it is fantastic. This is a free Sal. So we only got the frame and the wands. So everything is going to be customized to what you want. So like your wand can be different. And let me show you the frame that you're going to put everything into. So there's the frame. The wand comes in here, and then each part of these will be released later. And there's all different kinds of elements that are going to be added. This is free. This is amazing. Definitely, if you are interested, Google this. Let me see if it has the name in here of who is doing it, because I would love. I don't actually think it has it on here right away. I will link it. I will link the Facebook group, which is, then it gives you like the site to sign up, and it's on a gentleman's blog. And there's been several people have contributed to this. Let me see if it says that there. Am I seeing it? Oh, Cunning Cross Stitch. CUNNING Cross Stitch. This is amazing of their time that they have devoted to this, and it's free. There is a place where you can make a donation if you so choose. It's fabulous. I'm amazed. I'm blown away. It doesn't officially start until January, but they gave us the frame to go ahead and start. So I'm super excited to start that one. Okay, I started a Christmas Village Tiny Modernist, and we got the tree farm up top. So there's 4 more parts, and I got a little bit of a start on that. The colors are fabulous, and I'm really liking this. So when I was kitting up the colors just look so good. So that's fun. I think I'm addicted to Sal's. I really do. I'm just amazed by them. I got a little bit more done on Bethlehem, but not too much. So a little bit more. And that's Bethlehem. I love the fabric this one is on. It actually looks tonal blue on the screen. It does have a blue tint to it, but it's mostly like gray. So, I don't know. It just shows up differently. I worked more on November from the Prairie Schooler. So this one, I actually moved my hoop so you can't see the top very well. But I worked more on the trees, and I'm starting the roof and finishing like the leaves in here and the blow, wind and stuff. It's a really cute pattern. So I'm finishing it as I go down. So if you can see, I'm just at the top of the house. So it's super cute. Love Prairie Schooler. I love anything Prairie Schooler. Just adorable. Okay, that's all of my whips that I worked on. So we have a giveaway from last week was the Lizzie Kate Nutcracker sleds. And our winner is Shannon Bromo, Bromo. So please email me your mailing address. My email will be in the show comments, but it's madebymichellemcgraw@gmail.com. I will put it down in the comments, but Shannon Brumo. Yeah, I probably murdered your name, but okay. So it is, this week's giveaway is Christmas Means More from Heart and Hand. It's really cute. So, for this week, like my video, be a subscriber, and you are going to leave me a comment, since the pattern is Christmas Means More. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? It can be stitchy related, it can be decorating related, it can be a family tradition, whatever you like most about Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, you can leave me a post on your favorite holiday. If you celebrate a different holiday, if you don't celebrate a holiday, what is something you enjoy the most? There you go, easy. So something for everyone. Okay, the last thing that I have, so I always like to mention a fellow floss tuber or floss tubers. And I still watch everybody that I've mentioned before, and I love all of their videos and enjoy them. One floss tube that I have found, and they are not new, they have many videos, but they are new to me, and I have been binging their videos because I love them, is Country Stitchers. So Liz and Deb, and they do a fantastic job. They're very, they know all of their stuff, and they talk about some really interesting stuff. They stitch some cool stuff. They stitch some different stuff that I don't stitch, like some fancier stitches, but they're really cool to watch. I enjoy listening to them, and I enjoy seeing all their projects. Yeah, so I've been liking them. Like I said, I still like everybody else that I mentioned before, and I watch them and I subscribe to them. But I always wanted to kind of give a shout out to a fellow floss tuber, because this is how we grow the community. And there have been floss tubers that give me shout outs, and that's so sweet, and I'm so appreciative. I know that Java Girl Stitches has shouted me out before. Erica D. House has shouted me out before, and those are two that I watch. So that is so, I'm honored that they like my floss tube. And I will be honest with you, so when I'm filming floss tube, I forget that people are actually going to watch this. Like, this is just me talking about my stitching, and I'm having a great time doing it. But then when somebody else like shows that they're watching it, or they make a comment or something, I'm like, wait a minute, people watch me? People are actually listening? Which is amazing. It's an amazing community. I've been a crafter for many years. I'm going to venture to say, I don't know that there is another crafting community that has been as supportive as cross stitching has, and the floss tube community. I mean, honestly, like, amazing. Especially for, like, this is my 5th floss tube video, and I'm by no means an expert. Like I said, I just figured out how to turn my camera sideways. I mean, come on, really. Which I laugh about. I'm like, how did I not think of that? I don't know. Anyhow, but it's been so welcoming. Like, so many people, like, you're new, you're doing this. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I am always so appreciative. So thank you so much for everybody watching. Like I said, I'm almost embarrassed sometimes that people are like, hey, check out Michelle McGraw. And I'm like, what? Like, you're watching that? That's amazing. Like, I'm fangirling over those people watching me, because I watch them. So that's crazy, right? Anyhow, so thank you so much, everybody, for everything. And I came a little early this week. Today's Monday. I have filmed on Saturday and Friday before. Monday just happened to work for me. The house was empty. The kids aren't here. My husband isn't here. Nobody was coming up the road yet. So I could do this. Oh, and the dogs aren't here. That's the key, because my dogs generally give me away. they will bark. And I have 3 of them. So one of them gets stirred up and they get all the other ones stirred up barking. So they weren't here. They actually go to the office with us every day. And I ended up not going to the office. So I don't have any dogs here yet. I have a cat. She's not a real cat. She doesn't act like a real cat. So she don't care. She don't care what I'm doing. She really wants me to come home and open up the front door so she can lay in the sun. That's what she wants. That's it. That's maybe the most cat thing that she does. That's it. She doesn't climb things. She's not a real cat. Yeah. But she's pretty cool. So, and the dogs love her. The dogs love to lick her. So it's a Cavalier thing. Cavaliers love to lick, and they like lick ears and whatnot. Not on people, because I don't want to make out with my dog, but like other animals, they lick each other, and they love to lick Sammy's ears, and she tolerates it for just a little bit, and then she starts to get a little mad. But then she's also playing with them constantly and like hiding behind things to jump out at them. And the puppy of the group, he actually likes to play with her. And then the middle one of the group, he doesn't want anything to do with her because she's bigger than he is. So he's scared of her. And like, she's not declawed, but she's never like tagged one of my dogs. She's never hurt them. She really is a good cat, but she's quiet. So, I mean, who doesn't like that, right? Anyhow, all right, so thank you guys, and this is a longer video than I've done before, but I had a lot to share. I'm going to get some stitching done, so thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.